dad had a transplant in 1998. It was in June. He was 52. After being on the list less than 2 years, he did receive a cadaver donor and was able to get a kidney and pancreas transplant. Prior to my dad's transplant, his health had declined, his more complications from his diabetes, and he had been placed on disability from his work. There were so many emotions. You know, he was frustrated because he couldn't do the things he wanted to do, and then just anxious about when will I get this, donation. The hard thing for him was to be on disability, not able to get out and work, and he still had kids in college, and I was out of college, but I was getting married soon, and just a lot of things going on that he wanted to be around for, to feel good for, and it was a challenge at that time. But then after his transplant, he was just always so grateful. He was able to return to work after his transplant, after his recovery, and his dream job, might seem funny, was to drive an over-the-road truck. And kind of see the countryside and be on his own. So he was able to do that after his transplant. My kids and my nephews and nieces, seeing their activities, being able to get out and do those things. My kids always remember him going out and getting him donuts, so having donuts with Grandpa was always a big thing. He had 9 grandchildren, and then myself and my 2 siblings were married during that time too. So those are, kind of the big events he would not have been around to see. So he really had many years of benefit after the transplant. He had developed more health complications over the years, and he was not eligible to be a candidate for donation again. When I look back at how donation impacted my father, our family, and what we received from that, there's been, over the years, I always considered that maybe I would donate, but every so often I would think I should do that someday. And after I thought about it some more, and my dad's health had been declining, and I was like, you know what, this might be the right time. If I could, give that on to somebody else in honor of him and the donor that, gave to him, it'd be pretty amazing. I was approached that, they knew that it wasn't just for that person, that I also had this other reason to donate, and they asked if I wanted to be an altruistic donor, and the answer was yes. They did say there would be a trickling down effect, but I didn't know the details of how much. I was sad that he wasn't able to experience what's happening now and see all this, but I mean, still to honor him, honor his donor. I feel really good about it, but I'm not the only person that said yes. So I think there's a lot of heroes in the game. There is some pain involved, but ultimately, I had a pretty quick recovery. I went back to work in about 3.5 weeks. And I was able to return to all my usual activities. If you really consider the impact that you can have on another person's life, on another family's life, just the extension of that, whether you're a living donor or you donate, after your passing, I think it's invaluable. It's exciting and scary at the same time. You hope that they're doing well, and you're maybe excited about how their life has changed, how their family's life has changed, and what the future holds for them. I think my one message about transplant is just to understand, how valuable it is and how it can impact not just one person, but many people, and their families, their friends, the people, in their lives are all touched by transplant. I think this is just an awesome way to celebrate donation and what it can mean for people.